It is Team Dad Gaming back with another episode of the Washington Nationals franchise. Today we're going to be focusing on Cole Winn. If you know anything about Cole Winn, you know he came up in the Texas organization as a starter, got moved to reliever, and when we traded for him, we received him as a reliever. In his first season with us, 64 innings, 3.23 ERA, very solid numbers. This year, 48 innings, 2.44. Notice 2 starts. The reason we threw him in the starting rotation is because we sent Hunter Brown down. And just like in the majors, he's struggling in triple. So, if he keeps this up, and if he can be consistent, because he'll get 20 starts, 20, 21, if he stayed in the starting rotation for the rest of the season. If he can do that, then he's going to be moved to a starter permanently. So I want to get into a game with him. And that's exactly what we're going to do right here as we play against Minnesota. 37-27, one of the better teams. They're leading their division. And our team, I actually looked at stats. We're in the top like 6. We're in like the top 6 for team ERA, but we're at the bottom of almost every hitting stat. It's just the hitting on this team. Go get it. But we're at the bottom for like every hitting stat, which is crazy. I feel like the reason our team ERA is so low is mainly because our bullpen itself has been very, very dominant. But we're hovering around that 500 mark, and I wouldn't be surprised if we finish around the 500 mark. You can see we finished not even 10 games under 500 the past 2 seasons. So, and we had the 10th overall pick in the first draft, 12th in last year, and the 11th in this one. But we're going to get into this game, and we haven't really seen a whole lot of offense from them. The last episode, it was like we saw no offense from them, for real, for real. We changed the lineup a little bit, just trying to mix things up and figure out what works best.
It's the Minnesota Twins and the Washington Nationals. First pitch moments away, and towing the slab in this one, Cole Winn. And Singing, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm. And settles. And he's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight.
Destroys that to right field. That's a speed, sir, you do not want on base.
Wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Outside, and that is
walks Gavin Lux.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
And he strikes him out. Clutch strikeout.
But no advance from the runners.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
It's also the first time we're going to get to see Torkelson play. Versus righties, we have him starting versus we have him starting in right field. Solid throw from Wood's gonna keep Buxton at second. Should we have Kobe Mayo starting at third full time? First in OPS on our team. A lot of good players, man.
They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases, and so obviously that is one of the guys, and he can't hang on.
He is in front of it, and that saves a run.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play.
And he strikes him out. They load the bases, but no one gets home.
Here in Nationals Park, and today's starter, Ronnie Enriquez.
It's one of their worst pitchers. Not a lot of time in the majors, so you can't really judge the fellow. Fastball, slider, changeup, cutter.
He's had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win.
Swings over the changeup.
We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
And a pitch. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. One up, one down. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup.
Trey Lipscomb really struggling.
Breaks out of this one. Trey Lipscomb.
That's why I moved him down.
I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody.
Looking at All-Stars, it looks like we have 2 guaranteed All-Stars so far, and Cole Winn and Jordan Romero. But other than that, no one really, no position player at least. Ivan's 5th in catchers, so he's pretty close, but with only a month left, I'm not sure if he will.
2 outs, bases empty. Down to third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
He's behind that fastball.
Looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone.
And he strikes him out on the slider.
3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nationals.
Hopefully Winn can have a better second inning. Already 33 pitches. He's been more of an opener, 3-4 innings. Not gonna give you 7 or 8.
Next pitch is outside.
He's not the kind of pitcher he is.
Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde.
That's the second walk he's let up.
They work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff. Tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Base hit.
That's gonna start just like the last inning. Winn not looking too good.
Anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a good example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting.
What a throw! They get the double play. Good play from Lipscomb at first.
That's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Back to the leadoff spot. Now this
He's gonna single again, and the Twins are gonna take a 1-run lead.
Gavin Lux, the next Twin up to hit. That one at 95, missed up top, ball 2. Bounce to third, Mayo. To first, and that is that.
So they do score 1 on the RBI single from Buxton. Already 4 hits.
Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Stone Garrett. This one in the air right field.
Just a little bloop, and it doesn't land.
There's one away. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. The Nationals down by a run here in the second game of the series. Next pitch is outside.
James Wood first on the team in stolen bases. Kind of surprising. He's fast, but he's not super fast. But he's going to go the other way with that one. That's going to be the first hit for the Nationals today.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so
We have Torkelson.
how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they
Traded for Torkelson in the last episode.
The 2-1.
James Wood takes off. Makes a solid throw, but he's safe at second base.
Really nice drive to second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time. And such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
And Torkelson's going to take that right up the middle. Wood's going to come home, and the Nationals tie it up here.
Runner on at first with one gone. Next to hit for the Nats, Trey Lipscomb. The 1-1. Torkelson, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Fouled off down
He's
the
behind
right
on that one. Guy throws really hard, so it's going to be hard for the Nationals, some of them, especially righty-righty, to keep up with his pitches.
Up and in, and the count's full.
He swings to the slider.
And there's two down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Next offering is
Fouls off a great pitch to hit.
RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
2 outs. Good play to
And he with the struggling shortstop, Luis Renfroe. But he puts a good swing on that hanging slider. It's going, and it bounces. And it's a bases clearing 2 RBI double. Exactly what we need from him. The Nationals take the lead here in the second.
Now a chance for Miguel Vargas. Center field. Buxton moves under it. And puts the squeeze on that.
And he scored for 3.
And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Carlos Correa.
You see he's already in yellow energy.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Sends it to first.
He'll give you like
Gone in the third.
60, maybe 70 pitches. You know. That's right down the middle.
Rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building your bullpens. He's got it. Out number 2.
Get to this inning and probably call it on Winn.
And now 2-1. Jeffers at second with 2 down. On the ground to third. Into the outfield, base hit.
And he goes home. Wood with a solid throw, and he gets him at home plate. You do not run on our corner outfielders. One thing we have is good defense in the corner outfielders.
Washington, D.C. set for the bottom of the third, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Ivan Herrera. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is even, 2-2.
Real behind on that fastball.
This guy, his third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Inside ball 4.
He draws the walk, second walk of the game for the Nationals.
For the inning, 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
The count 2-1. This one
Just pops that one up.
Hauls it in for the out. 1 away. Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals.
He flew out in his last at bat.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
First on the team in OPS, not surprised. He's been great. Other than the first season, he's been great. First season he really struggled, but since then, it's been nothing but great.
Because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
He swings over ball 4.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
At the belt and fire.
Takes that one up the middle for a single.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds.
You see, this is offense we need from the Nationals that we're not getting a lot of.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center.
The single on his last at bat.
Stepping in, James Wood. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Not the most clutch hitter you'll see.
That's inside.
3-2.
The Nats trying to break this one open here in the last half of the third.
And he gets called on strike 3. Just hoping to get ball 4, and he called strike 3. Bring Torkelson up, hit a RBI single on his last at bat.
See if the next guy can pick him up.
And now Spencer Torkelson.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
That one way inside. Straighten him up a little bit. Kicks and fires. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Hammers that one deep.
Torkelson continues with the big day. And he starts on fire for the Nationals.
His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 6-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Go to bed.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient. And it paid off.
This is the offense we need from them, but we don't see a lot.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Kepler sizes this one up, brings it in, and that'll do it. But the Nationals strike for 3, all coming via this 3-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the...
With that, we'll probably give Winn another
Here
inning.
at
Just
Nationals Park. Now,
he's in
here
yellow,
is
but with the
Brooks
lead, we'll give him another one just to see if he can get through one more inning.
And it's 2-1. And another ball
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
The pitch.
He strikes him out on the back foot slider.
With a backdoor slider. Next to
It's a
hit,
back
Vaughn
foot,
Grissom.
backdoor, that's what I meant to
The
say.
line of the pitch. Into center. Garrett drifts towards it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Chad Wallach now. And another ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way.
Never heard of this dude.
Off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
He strikes him out. That I think that's his first 1, 2, 3 of the
And a
game.
nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Nothing doing here for the new pitcher now, Cole Sands.
He's got to be a little tough coming in.
So slurve, splitter,
when your
cutter,
guys are
circle
trailing
change.
So big on the scoreboard, just doesn't have the same intensity to it. But
No, that's
he's
a
got to
ball.
find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. You know, these Nationals really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been
Solid swing on that
to see
slurve,
them
but
go.
Buxton's
You
going to be
just
right
can't average
underneath
2
it.
runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing
He's been on
their
fire
job.
this series,
Second
4 for
to
4.
execute and taking care of their own business at the plate.
1 down, base is empty. Swung
He
on.
puts another great swing on that splitter, and it's going.
Is back.
It's
And now
gone.
he's outta here.
Him and
Swing that one
Torkelson.
The other way. His second home run of the series. It's 7-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep,
Looks
see
like
the
he's
ball
finally
right.
starting to
Nice
get
timing
hot.
locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new
It goes the
baseball.
other way, and it goes
Now here
foul.
is
Just
Miguel
late on that
Vargas.
hanger. I like how this guy's pitch. I feel like I can see the pitch good off of him. Cole Sands. Never heard of him either.
2-2.
He was 28, yeah.
Right-handed reliever. Got him. And there's
Strikes him out on the high fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Out to short.
Looks like
Correa.
they must have
Gets
Bert's
first. And that
probably
is the third
DHing or
out.
playing second,
But
but
the solo shot
Luis
stretches the
Rivera,
lead even further. It's
I can never remember
7-1.
the last name. Luis goes deep.
All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Byron
See
Buxton.
if Cole Winn can qualify for the win.
Next offering, popped in the air, right field.
As a starter, you have to go
There's
5
one down.
innings to qualify for a win and 6 for a
Gavin
quality
Lux,
start.
The next Twin up to hit.
He is in the red injury.
Swing and a miss.
Has been for a little bit now.
And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Close, but call the ball.
Doesn't get the call there.
3-2. And that's ball 4.
And walks him. That's going to be his game.
Falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start.
4 and a third.
He needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Jacob Junis gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Righty delivers.
And he strikes him out.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
And a foul ball. That one missed.
It's a good take.
It's a really good take.
Well,
Oh, and that one's going deep over Torkelson. That's going to score 1.
Base of the wall. Around third. He will score. It's 7-2.
That's going to be counted against Winn, so he gets 4 1/3 with 2 runs against him.
Pop with that swing and just couldn't get it over the fence, but I absolutely love every.
Do cut the lead down just a little bit.
And the Twins played 1 on the double. It's now a 7. And we're back, ready to go for the
Mayo
last
up.
half of the inning. Here's
Struck out and popped out.
The third baseman.
There's a swing and a miss.
Swings over that splitter.
Steven Oker, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Winder getting cranked up as well.
And he strikes out again on the slurve.
At the plate, Stone Garrett.
The center fielder.
Swing and a miss.
Swings over the circle chain.
1 and 2.
Hit a single in his last at bat, right up the middle.
2
And
and
that's
2.
outside. 1 out, base is empty. And that one is inside. Hit in the air, right field.
Loops it, but the right fielder will get to it. Yeah, I thought he would. Stone Garrett up, 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his last at bat.
And he deals. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Playing great versus righties and terrible versus lefties, so the fact that we took him out versus lefties should really help him out.
And a foul ball.
And hopefully we'll start seeing his numbers slowly but surely go up.
Ground ball up the middle. Oh,
Bad bounce to Correa, but he's going to run it out for the infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job.
Brings up Torkelson, 2 for 2 on the day with 3-run home run and an RBI single.
You never know what might come next as a
4
result.
RBIs on the day.
2 outs.
It's a solid swing onto that one. It's not going to be a single, but it will be on base via air.
And now up for Washington, Trey
The first
Lipscomb.
baseman.
Wood at second. Torkelson at first. 2 out of the inning. In the air out towards right center. Kepler sizing this one up.
1 hit in the inning and no
And the inning
runs
is
scored.
over. And here it comes.
Ball. 2 and 1.
On the ground. And it goes just foul.
And he strikes him out. Beautiful.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strike.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
He strikes him out. Beautiful shutout
And
inning.
the Twins go 1-2-3. 3 up. Back down for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new
Bringing the
pitcher
lefty.
back. Steven Oker.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard,
Slider,
he almost
fastball,
has to
sinker.
just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ground ball left side. Low throw.
And that's another error by the Twins. Second and 2 innings. 5 for 5 in the series. Can he make it 6 for 6?
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just bloops it to the second baseman, and they beat him out. On via fielder's choice.
So the next lineup turns over. And now the DH, Miguel Vargas.
Good opportunity for
And the pitch.
good opportunity for Miguel Vargas.
That one fouled off. Here comes a pitch.
No,
Just
that's high.
missed.
What a take.
Garcia on second. Rengifo at first with no outs.
It takes that right up the middle.
Rounds third, headed for the plate.
That's going to be an RBI single from Miguel Vargas.
It's 8-2.
Well done, drives in the run. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And that one fouled off. One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through
He
that,
strikes
and
him
it's a
out on the
strikeout.
sinker.
And that's the first out.
Foul tip.
Down the third baseman, Kobe Mayer.
0 for 3 on the day. Can he do something here?
2 on, 1 out. That misses the zone. 2 and 1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering in there.
Swings to the high fastball.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down. In
Draws the walk.
Outside, and
That loads the bases with 1 out for Stone Garrett.
digging in for the Nationals.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to
Swings at the bad fastball.
The pitch.
Three balls.
Outside.
Strike.
Hit on the ground. Might be
That's
2.
right to the second baseman, and they're going to get the clutch double play to get out the inning.
1 run in the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. And now for the Twins, Chad Waller. Not close with that one. And that's ball 2. The punch out there. And 1 gone. So the batting order turns over. Byron Buxton digs in now.
Thought about moving Jacob Junis into the rotation temporarily, but I felt like Cole Winn to earn it more. You know, and he's just playing better this season than Jacob Junis has.
Bounce to the left side.
Not that Junis is necessarily having a terrible year.
And that's just
He's definitely not having a good one.
Bases empty, 1 away.
He's had better, he's had
Top
worse.
half of inning number 7. And down on strikes he goes.
A lot of times when we see him, though, he's playing good.
Gavin Lux.
That's all I can ask for.
In the air, left field. Wood drifts towards it.
Probably going to be his outing.
Makes the grab,
2
and that's the
2/3.
inning.
Let's do this.
Bottom of the 7th.
Leading off.
Now the left fielder, James Wood.
The left fielder.
Terrible versus lefties, so we'll see how this goes.
The 2-1.
All 3.
Well, these Nats, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise.
Stat-wise,
coming from
not
their
bad.
bats in this
60-61.
one. They've logged
But
6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
just batting 111 versus lefties this season.
3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field.
Put good contact on it, but
One away.
nothing's going to happen.
Up
You
now
have
for
Torkelson,
Washington, Spencer Torkelson.
whose stats favor lefties.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And Torkelson
To left center.
goes deep again.
He's gone.
He goes deep versus a righty and a lefty this game. Wonder how many times that's been done in history.
Second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 9-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Siggy, this was a mammoth home run.
He destroyed that 109 off the bat.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Since it's a bad slider there.
And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, bases empty.
Number 3.
The batter now, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball inside.
Okay.
And a full count now. Outside.
Jaws a walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just
Fastball slider, 12-6 serve, circle change.
Runner at first,
2 for 3 in the day for Luis.
Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Waves at the bender for the
And he caught off guard behind on the hanging curve.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jorge Alcala.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this
Mayo with a good catch there.
Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit.
With the lead, give him some innings and hopefully get that ERA down a little bit.
He swings and fouls one off.
Potential went up last year, and we're hoping it can stay up, but this game it makes no sense because you can have a great year, multiple years in a row, and your potential won't go up, and then you can have a great year and potential will go down. It's so random.
For that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal.
Ripped back to the mound, and that got him. Saved at first, and now we'll check on the right hand.
Bounce off his ankle.
Now batting.
Looks like he's good though.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
And he strikes him out.
1 left for Minnesota. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And
I
here
said an
is
RBI
the
single in his last at bat.
The pitch. Swing and a
And he
miss.
strikes out.
Swing right there. Some movement
I mean,
in
not
the
strikes
Twins
out.
bullpen.
I'm
Justin
tripping.
Cole warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli.
He's one of the better relievers with the sub 2.5 ERA on the year. 2.3 something, I believe. Could be wrong. Yeah, 2.33. I think it was 2.37 when he came in, and then he got out. He strikes out Vargas.
1 down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. The Nationals up big in this one. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
And he takes that up the middle for a single, his first hit of the game.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in
Kobe
the
Mayo
zone
0 for
on
3
the
with the
plane
walk.
for an extended period of time. And guys like that,
But it's a good swing on that back-to-back singles here in the 8th.
more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to duck something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 on with 1 out. Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals.
2-1.
Two on, 1 out. Out there to center.
It's a solid swing onto that,
Sizes
but
this one up. Nabs it.
nothing real.
2 down.
Nothing real good. We're gonna have James Wood, I believe.
So
2 for 4 on the day with 2 singles.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. Swing swing and a miss as he gets him.
Swings at the high fastball.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
And he takes that up the middle for his third single of the day.
Around third. Now a long throw.
That's going to be a RBI single.
Comes in, and it's an
They add more.
So 2 down.
Torkelson, what a day he's having. Can he add to it?
Check swing. Now a look down to first, and he held up. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
The right-hander gives
And he
up
draws the
2-out
walk on what should have been strike 3.
So up next, Trey Lipscomb. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the second game of the series. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Nationals. Trevor Larned. Pressure spot for him. Bases loaded and 2 gone. Pulls that one foul.
Front of that slider.
Two outs. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The pitch. That one just missing inside. And that's
What a
ball 2.
take. I don't know how you lay that off with 2 strikes.
Mayo on third. Wood over at second. Torkelson on at first with 2 down. Hot shot.
And it's right to the first baseman. Hate to see it.
Now into the ball game on defense, Ryan Noda. He takes over as the new first baseman. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Brooks Lee.
Oh, they got him at third base. Okay. Back-to-back circle changes gets him.
Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
In a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for
Back-to-back
a while.
strikeouts.
Hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
4th strikeout in the outing.
So up next for Minnesota, Chad Waller. The next offering misses. 2-1.
Twins are down to their final out.
Foul ball. Alcala is just 1 strike away. Hit to right, and that should do it.
Torkelson gonna make the play.
Makes the catch.
What a day
And the Nationals
from
take the
Torkelson
first
and
of this series.
Luis.
Big win by 8 runs, and when you have
Insane
that kind of lead, you make it
today.
easier for the pitching staff.
Torkelson going
Make
deep
their
against
pitches,
both
pitch the
sides,
contact,
righties and
well,
lefties. James Wood 3 for 5. You know, drew multiple walks. This is the offense we want to see. And the pitching we want to see too. Only 2 runs let up collectively. I'm curious to see. I went up a little bit, it looks like. Now let's look at the scouting and see how. So pitching looks like they're getting, yeah, it's getting a good amount in. Second base. Is it time I start individually scouting players? Like, it's pretty close. Take the series versus the Twins. Let's see the box score 8-1. Joe Ryan did not have the best start, and say he scored 3 against Duran. That's insane. Everybody got a hit. 17 hits collectively. What this lineup is beyond me. It's a weird lineup. Herbert goes deep twice and got 6 RBIs. JP goes a complete game. Oh my god. It's insane. All played Toronto. Brendan Donovan is back. This is nice. Now that Donovan's back, we got some decisions to make. Who do we send down? I'm thinking either Garcia, because he's been struggling, he always has, or Larnick. We got Ryan Noda. He can play first base. This guy can play everywhere. You know, Alex Call can play the outfield. So I don't think it's completely necessary. I think sending... I don't know, man. It could really go either way. It really could. You could justifiably send either of them down. Sal Frelick's playing good in AAA. That's good. I think we're gonna send down Luis. Cause oh, he could get picked up. If he gets picked up, we're gonna have to say nah. Kobe Mayo's cooled off a little bit, which is okay. He still has 13 home runs. It's like Wood's picking it up a little bit. Yeah, maybe something like that. Do I want him playing first base? I want to put Wood in versus lefties because his stats aren't bad, but it's not the move. Put anyone at DH? Who would put at DH? Let's get Larnick sometime. How do we want to do this versus lefties? Do we want to leave him in the leadoff spot? Because his vision and discipline's really good, so... I think 6 games in... we'll do this. I like that versus lefties. Four to 11, then 9 to 1. Leo Vargas, James Wood, Brendan Donovan homers in his game back. Kenzie Gore with the complete game. What's it, 10 million? I mean, there's no way he drops to us. This guy looks good. I'd be okay with taking him second round because our second round pick's 47, so there is a chance he could drop to us based on our opinion of him. Same with this guy. I wouldn't mind taking him second or third round. I think the main guy I want is this third baseman because they're saying he should drop to us. And if we can get him, we can put him at first or second or keep him at third. Give it another week so you can get the finalizing of the third basemans. So let's maybe focus on him, yeah. 25 scouting per week. Per week. There's not really any shortstops that look too good. This guy doesn't look bad. Scout him. This game. Let's see Mackenzie Gore. We haven't seen him since opening day, I believe. And I think since now we're in July, I think it's time to look at the team and decide. Because in reality, we're not making the playoffs. So I think it's a little sell and buy. See which players can go. See which players should stay. Suarez is playing insane. And we'll decide from there. So we'll sell some players, keep some players. Ben Joyce, 12 innings, shut out. Insane. But we're not in any rush. So if we don't get any trade offers that we really don't like, I'm not going to make myself take any. DRA's gone up a good amount since starting some games, but I still think he's doing pretty good. Torkelson not starting versus righties anymore, which I'm not against. I'll give that a little bit. Brady House is doing alright. Todd Fraley's doing good. Double A. Struggling, man. See our right field. Why is Tommy not starting? He should be starting at all points. He's doing good. He's doing great. But who's a player offensively that we would consider selling on? I don't think there really are any. Like, there's none that we can... I mean, I'm down to trade a few of them, but there's none of them where I'm like, yeah, we need to get this guy out of here, you know. Let's get him gone. Maybe Trevor Larnach, you could throw him on the block, but like, he's not playing good. Update trade block. I'd consider trading Josiah Gray, especially with how's he doing in AAA? Really struggling. It's gone up 6 in vision, which is hot. I'd consider trading Donovan. Forgot we have him. He's doing really good. AAA. Bitnari's doing really good. He's having an outstanding year in AAA. The question is, what do we want in relief? Maybe closing? Maybe starting? I'm not stuck on any first baseman we have, so I'd be okay with that. Take a shortstop. Right field's kind of open with Fralick, you know, playing so unbelievably bad. But yeah, let's get into this game. They got Zach Gallen. Gonna get to see CJ Abrams, assuming he's playing today. Is Benny Montgomery. IKF.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after. Almost ready to get underway. And on the mound today, Mackenzie Gore.
Having a solid year so far. His last year and this year have been really respectable. You know, his years before that were league average. So he's never had like really like a bad year. You know, but he's had better years. So I really like how he's playing right now.
He hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this: every player wants to perform well at their home.
Yeah, first season he was pretty good for us. Second season, not so much.
Ballpark in front of their fans, in front of the city, and you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers; they haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Left-hand
Right now, it
hitter
looks like no one's won the trade.
grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Them or us.
Man
He's gonna get a
aboard
little
on the leadoff
revenge.
single.
Get a single against his old team.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
The pitch. And another ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And there's a ball.
First off, having a lineup where IKF bats third is insane.
If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And a pitch. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two.
Throw it!
Safe at first as they can't make the play. Isaiah Kiner Falefa up to the plate. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Pulls it in.
I already had one out.
Runner tags at second. In there. He's safe. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
The left fielder, number 25.
Big swing and a miss.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up.
In the air, left field.
Wood has a good arm, but can he get him?
Runner tags from third.
Just a little late, and the Blue Jays are going to take a 1-0 lead.
Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas.
I don't have... What's his name starting at first?
In the air out to center.
I like Trey's been great.
Why
Why not have Spencer Torkelson just starting at first?
Ivan Herrera digging in for the Nationals.
Zach Gallen as a Cardinals fan, it hurts to see him every time I see him.
Slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground out to short.
Strong throw to first.
Good fade and sinking action of that.
Ryan Noda, fun fact, actually started with the Blue Jays.
Kobe Mayo. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. That's off the mark. Now 2-2.
It's a good take.
And another ball. Home team down a run here in the second game of the series.
Dude's so big. 6'5".
High fly
Destroys
ball.
that circle change into the gap. It's going, and it's gone. And Kobe Mayo ties it up here in the first.
His second homer this series, and this game is tied. It's
16th of the season.
What a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. It's like he's playing football up there. And that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
2 outs, nobody on. Stone Garrett digging in for the Nationals.
That's a foul ball.
Zach Gallen struggling his first year as a Blue Jay. Not a terrible year, but for
Tied
Zach
up
Gallen,
here
you
in
want
the
better.
early going.
And he strikes him out on the high fastball.
And that ends the inning.
But the Nationals do tie the game on the Kobe Mayo home
Even
run.
now, back in Washington, D.C. Second inning set to go. Now it's going to be number 68. And there's a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Got it foul.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Back-to-back strikeouts here in the second.
Simply
And a lot more sharp.
At the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now. Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Larnach makes the play, and that's bottom of the second.
We have James Wood.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got
He was part of the Juan Soto trade.
And it's strike 2.
Yeah, I don't
Swings
think
at the high
he's got
fastball.
good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Wouldn't chase that time. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid.
And he destroys that slider, and it's going the other way. It's going, and it is gone. And the Nationals take the lead. The 2, in my opinion, best players on the team in the lineup at least. The 2 players I'm most excited for are the 1-2. Both go deep. Appa Taco at that.
He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That Gallen, he gets in a groove, he can be dangerous. So the fact that we've caught him for these early runs is really big.
I gotta think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball. And then
Donnie,
curveball
batting
down low, get him
250.
swinging. Now, especially with how
We don't
effective
like
pitchers
that.
work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2.
He's played all over the place where I started. In left field when we got him, we moved him to first, and now he's playing second.
Couple of change-ups, probably won't see another one here.
Ball.
Next
But he can
one
play
misses.
everywhere, that's the
Full
thing
count
about him.
now.
That's where a lot of his value comes in.
One down, base is empty.
And he strikes him out on the high fastball. I'm going to change it after this game, but I'm just going to give Torkelson the starting first base role for now.
And the right-hander deals. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. Fights that one away.
Especially
Still
since
1-2.
Trey is not playing good.
And a pitch. That one off the bat,
Little
part of
blue.
the bat, just a lazy fly ball.
They makes the catch, but they do take the lead.
One in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball. So remaining in the game defensively, Spencer Torkelson. The pitch hit last half and now takes over at first. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. That one drifts inside.
3-1.
On a line, base hit.
It's going to be a leadoff single with a speedster on base.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I could watch base hits like that all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
2-2.
In the dirt.
And he goes for second. And he's going to make it.
There easily. Montgomery into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
He strikes him out.
That's his strikeout. In plenty of time for first and one away in the top of the third. Here's Nick Madrigal. Next offering is in for a strike. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That one
He strikes him out.
finish him off. And here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Now he breaks his back. Torkelson makes the catch.
He's able to get out of it with no damage.
As we go to the last of the third. And now
He's batting under 200 at one point, so the fact that he's up to 230 now, I love. But still needs better. What's up, baseball? How you doing today?
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
1 strike.
Vargas up next. He's having a breakout season for us at DH.
That one lifted
Deep left field, and it is foul. We saw a big game out of Luis last game where he went deep.
Fights it off. You'll see
Just fouls that one off. The thing is, he has potential to be great. He's been great, but he's also been real bad. So, but he's going to draw the walk here. That's going to put a runner on for the top of the lineup. You see the home run derby? No, I did not watch it, but I saw that Teoscar Hernandez won it, which I was kind of sad. I wanted Bobby Witt to win it personally. And he swings over the curveball and strikes out. I actually wanted Gunnar Henderson to win it. When I saw it was Teoscar and Witt, I wanted Witt.
Defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide, and what happens is because of the pressure
just behind that cutter, that's a great pitch to hit, and Ivan just misses it.
And that's what leads to the strikeout.
Kicks and fires. Just misses.
What a take. Second on the team in hits. I would think Stone Garrett's probably first. I know he's leading the team in average, I believe. 3-2 count. Kobe Mayo up next, hit a solo home run in his last at bat.
Right-hander kick steals.
Just fouls that one off. Not gonna lose my. It varies. I'm a Cardinals fan. I love Nolan Gorman. Another reason I love Nolan Gorman is because him and I share a birthday, May 10th. My main concern about him is just he strikes out a lot. He needs to, kind of just like James Wood and Kobe Mayo on our team, strikes out a whole lot. He has a low average, low on base because he doesn't walk. But he has a lot of power, so he has potential for a low average, high slugging, which that's the only way he gets to the 800 OPS because his on base ain't getting him there. It's the slugging that does. But I think he's probably my favorite. Him, and I love Gunnar Henderson. Ooh, behind all that knuckle curve. I used to be real big on Tim Anderson, then he kind of fell off.
Here in the last half of the third.
Pass it off. I think James Wood will be really.
Yeah, he can move the ball.
1 second, I can't see all of that. Unless that's it. Give me just a moment. Yeah, I think James Wood will be really good too. I can't wait for him to debut. I think, in my personal opinion, yeah, in my personal opinion, I think James Wood was the best part of the Juan Soto trade. McKenzie, and he strikes him out just low. Mackenzie Gore is obviously a great piece, but I think James Wood was the best piece of the Juan Soto trade. For sure, in my opinion. Stone Garrett takes him up the middle, and that's going to be an RBI single for Stone Garrett. And that's going to make it a 3-1 lead against Zach Gallen.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from.
I love Zach Gallen in real life. He's probably my favorite pitcher. In one of my opinion, like, probably one of the... Ooh, fouls off the circle change. One of the best pitchers in MLB. It hurts to see him as a Cardinals fan. Yeah, CJ Abrams was a nice piece. And he strikes him out. My main thing about CJ Abrams is he's got the fielding for it, but I feel like they just rushed his bat, and I feel like it really stunned him.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. And here he comes.
Strikes out Varsho. Beautiful strikeout from Gore. We actually, that Juan Soto trade was win-win. It was to an extent. I feel like San Diego didn't get what they were expecting in it. I mean, they did. They got a year and a half out of it, but the following year, was it the year they traded for him or the year after? He had a down year in his standards. And then they traded him again, and then they traded for Dylan Cease, which was confusing, because I don't get why they would trade for a pitcher like Dylan Cease, but trade away Juan Soto. But I want to show you, we extended Gore for the next 6 years. No, bro, do not be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. Bro, I can talk about baseball all day, and I see you got baseball in your name. So, bro, give me all your takes. Any hot takes you have, anything, like, I can talk about baseball all day, bro. It's my passion. Go to the slider and hangs it. That's going to be 2-on with 1 out. The bottom of the order of Toronto.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those
clutch pop up.
He's under it.
That's going to be a clutch second out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but
I do. I think the Astros would make the postseason. Even at the beginning of the year when they were negative. Ooh, that's a good swing from Sheldon. Even at the beginning of the year when they were negative, I still knew they would. Because it's just like, it's sad to say, but they're too good. Like, they're coming toward the end of their dynasty, but they're still a really good team. So I think at bare minimum, I don't think they're going to take the division, at least. Who's leading that division? It's the AL Central. Swings to that fastball. It's not Rangers. They're not leading the division, are they? No, the Twins aren't in that division. Who's leading that division? Last time I checked, I don't think they were leading the division. But I think they'll make it as a wild card. I don't think the Texas Rangers are... Do you think we'll get moved at the deadline? Man, I wouldn't be surprised if Crochet got moved. Especially now that he's got a starter, his value's so much higher. I would love to see Crochet go to the Cardinals. Obviously, as a Cardinals fan, that would be amazing, but that's not going to happen. So he'll for sure get moved. I know Brewers just dealt for Aaron can't remember his last name. Aaron something from the Rays. I don't know how realistic it is. I don't think the Blue Jays will, but I could see them trading Vladimir Guerrero. He's having a great year, and They only got 1 year of team control, I believe, after this year. Not Bo Bichette though. He's having a real bad year, and they extended him, so I think for like 3 years or something like that. And he strikes out on the curveball. Thorson not looking as good as he did in the last game when we saw him. 6-3-6. But not Torgerson. Gallen's getting tired. Oh, that's a single though for the top of the order. I don't know how much you know about Zach Gallen, but Zach Gallen, he got traded from Miami to the Diamondbacks for Jazz Chisholm, but the only reason he was with Miami was because he got traded from the Cardinals to Miami, I believe in the Marcell Ozuna trade. I think the Diamondbacks are more of the winners in the Jazz Chisholm Zach Gallen trade, in my opinion, but you know, depends who you ask, right?
We go to the top of the fifth. Now, Benny Montgomery fouls one off.
I don't know how Lane Thomas is playing for the Nationals in real life, but I know he doesn't have much team control left. He's normally a decent player.
Now the throw to first on the run. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Yeah, I know with Jose, whatever his name is, from the White Sox at first base, they really don't actually have a first baseman. I don't think I've checked their rotation out, so I can't even speak on their rotation. I genuinely have no idea how it is. I know Justin Verlander's on there, you got Hunter Brown. I don't know how Hunter Brown's playing. You got that one dude who threw the no-hitter. Who else? I don't know who else. Ooh. You're not going to see Madrigal strike out a lot. That don't happen. That's 5 1-run innings. Who are my favorite prospects? Ooh. I really like Zach Veen of the Colorado Rockies. I've always been a big Zach Veen fan. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Pitching wise, I like what's his name? Madison Thompson. Used to be on the White Sox, got traded. Can't remember what team he's on now. I want to say it's Madison Thompson. Obviously, Jackson Holliday. Started rough, but you know, Matt Holliday was a Cardinals player when I was a kid, so I always loved him. And to see his son as a player, I'm really hoping he's good. J.J. Whitworth now. Cardinals drafted him last night, 7th overall pick. He's a middle infielder. And he strikes out on the outside fastball. Man, if he keeps pitching how he's pitching and he stays healthy, he's going to win multiple Cy Youngs. And I wouldn't be surprised this year if he won one. The dude's insane. My only concern is that injuries are going to ruin his career because of how hard he throws.
Right-handed reliever.
Just pops that one up. Hate to see that happen. But yeah, when you have a pitcher that throws 101, 102 like that, especially in a starting position, they're going to get injured a lot. I mean, look at Jacob deGrom. Do you think? I don't. It's too early to call him a bust. They just drafted him. He's got baseball in his blood, man. And he's only played a handful of games in the major leagues, and he sucked. But so what? Like, it was like, what, 20, 30 at-bats? And he struck out on the circle change. Derek Jeter went like 0 for 13 or 0 for 14 to start his career before he even got his first career base hit. And look at the career he had. You know what I mean?
Takes it himself, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And next will be the cleanup hitter.
It's too early to really judge, in my opinion. Call him a bust. I hate when, I personally really get annoyed when players, you know, touch some major leagues and don't instantly do good, and people are like, oh, bust, terrible, terrible, trash. It's like, bro, What?
Not saying that's the reason for this walk.
You like...
This is the point in the game when every sign of weight
I want to see you touch that 95, 96 mile hour fastball. You know what I mean? It's a different game. It's one of the hardest things in all sports to do. I do too. I think they'll probably move him over to second or third. I feel like third probably because I think he's like 6'1" or 6'2", so I think third would make sense. But I just think with Gunnar, MVP Gunnar Henderson as shortstop, they're not gonna move him from shortstop. You know, he can play first, but they got Ryan Mountcastle at first. And it could be, but they got Kobe Mayo at third, so honestly, that could be his second baseman is Jackson Holiday because of Kobe Mayo at third. They were smart. They would extend Corbin Burns. Yes, they are, bro. Insanely stacked. And when they dealt for Corbin Burns, I was like, holy crap. And the fact that they gave away DL Hall and who's it, Joey Ortiz, I think it was, the third baseman. And it's like, even without those two players, it's like they're still stacked. Like, they didn't even need them. Like, that team's going to be good for the next decade. Like, honestly, I wanted them to... When I saw the World Series with Texas versus Arizona, I wanted Arizona to win, Texas won. But originally when I first saw the playoff bracket, I wanted it to come down to Arizona and Orioles, and I wanted the Orioles to win. I think they're just so good. I need them to win the World Series. Oh, that reminds me. Corbin Carroll of the excuse me, Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks. That's also one of my favorite players.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this.
No, they really could. They really could trade some of their prospects and still be stacked. Like, fuck, I've heard them talk about the Angels need to trade the that Angels need to trade that they need to trade Mike Trout. Honestly, imagine Mike Trout in an Orioles outfit, like Mike Trout as the Orioles center fieldman. That would be insane.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that has.
But like, they could do it though. They could do it. That's the craziest part, is that they could legitimately make up a package that if they traded for Trout and they got, you know, whatever package they gave, you could easily look at it and be like, yeah, okay. That makes sense. You know, there's no way they would make a package and trade for Trout and get Trout and then you'd be like, nah, that package wasn't good enough. No, yes it was. You know, they'd probably receive a package better than what the San Diego did for Juan Soto. Magral with the good throw.
That ends the frame. And the Nationals gone in order as the lead remains.
Oh, no, they really could. They easily could. Like, 2 or so MLB level players and like 3 to 5 top prospects. Easily.
He's looking for better. Right now,
ooh. And he's fast too. He's gonna get in scoring position. Is he gonna get to third? No. Okay. Honestly, and with them, they need a center fielder, because what's his name? Their center fielder, Cedric Mullins. You know, he had one good year in 2021 when he had the 30-30 season, but since then, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't been that good.
Stays alive.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run. So
oh man, stop fouling stuff off. Just strike out.
And another ball.
Dude's got an eye suddenly.
Full count.
Oh yeah, CJ Abrams. He in the off season we traded him to the Blue Jays because his potential is only like 84 or something, so he hit his max potential like season 1, so he was regressing a lot. So we just went ahead and traded him with still, like, I believe he's got team control till 28 or 29. And then we traded like one other person, and we got Alek Manoah in the trade. And I would say so far neither team's won that because Alek Manoah has not been the best for us, but we still also have 2 more years of team control from him, and he has 8 potential, so he still has a lot of room to develop. Ooh. Ooh, you gotta love that call. I would also love the Mariners to make it to the World Series. Like, I love their team. The craziest thing about the Mariners is, like, their 1 through 3 and their rotation are all aces. Like, Logan Gilbert threw like 180, 200 innings last year and walked like 20 people. Like, that shouldn't be possible. Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz is so fun to watch, bro. Bro's a menace. He's crazy. He's gonna get like, I could see him getting like a 40-70 season, just like Acuna did last year, eventually. Second hit of the game for Kobe Mayo, but that's just gonna be a single. Those bounces really suck sometimes. But he's going to average 30 seasons in his prime. And I could easily see him hitting 100 stolen bases in a season. It is 100% possible when you're Ellie De La Cruz, as long as he could stay healthy, and I don't see why he wouldn't. Nice little swing. Do I think the Reds called him up a little early? Yes. Was he fun to watch when he got called up? Yes. But if you look at his numbers from his rookie year, like 245 with like a 300 on base percentage. That would be must watch baseball. Like, that team is unstoppable at that point. That was a walk. Beautiful at bat from James Wood. One of the things we want him to work on the most is his walks. But, like, I mean, the Pirates got O'Neal Cruz, and then they also Frozen. They got O'Neal Cruz at short. He just got to stay healthy, and he needs to get his fielding a little bit better. Only difference between O'Neal Cruz and Ellie De La Cruz, though, is the fact that Ellie De La Cruz is a switch hitter. Brendan Donovan comes in with the clutch RBI single. Spencer Torkelson 0 for 3 on the day. In the last game we played earlier this stream, he had a home run against lefties and a lefty and a righty. Yeah, I hope Ellie and Paul do. I have more faith in Ellie to stay healthy than Paul, and that's just because of how hard Paul throws. It's just like, it kind of like Tyler Glasnow. Look at Tyler Glasnow's career. He's great when he's healthy. He's unbelievable when he's healthy. But the dude throws so hard that he gets injured so much, you know? That's just, those are things you have to consider. Jordan Romero playing for us like he played when he was with the Blue Jays. If you look at his 21 through 23, when he was playing like that, that's how he's been for us. He's been like back in his prime, like. And it's also hard to say he ever left it because he never really got opportunities the past 2 seasons for some reason.
And now here is Rodolfo Castro. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Just
Game's
misses with
bugging.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase.
Back-to-back strikeouts here in the
Swing
ninth.
and miss. Good job on both sides. No, this is kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard.
Can he strike out the side?
This is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to.
Oh, hate that call. But he strikes out the side.
Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding
Love to
crew
see
here
that.
at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying
Kinsey Gore with 7 strong innings, only 8 strikeouts, which isn't bad, but you're used to him kind of being in the double digits. Angels. Matt Dice. I don't need him. Like, that trade makes no sense for me. Like, I could get him, but the only reason I would get him is just so I can trade Keibert. But the thing about trading Keibert is that would be really unrealistic because of his contract. So I'm going to say no. I think the home run derby went back to the 10 out format. I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure when I was looking on the MLB app, I saw it say like they had like 40 pitches or 3 minutes, like something like that. This is the player we're hoping to get. We have him ranked 14th. MLB has him ranked at 24. But I moved Brady House over to shortstop. So I'm hoping we can get this guy in our... We have the 11th overall pick. I'm hoping we can get him and he can be our... We can have him at third, first, or second. And with Kobe Mayo at third, we can move him to first, or we can move him to second. The only concern about moving him to second is that he's 6'4", so that doesn't feel super realistic. But you never know. And let's see. Scouted pretty well. Orioles offer trade Cole Ivern for Sal Frelick. I'm good. Yeah, so we traded for Sal Frelick, another person. So let's catch you up. We traded for Sal Frelick, and he's just completely tanked. He's been absolutely awful. Awful. And the person we traded for him was, if we go over to the Brewers, was the starting pitcher Jake Ivern. We traded him because he's had 2 great years for us, but he only has C potential, so I wanted to go ahead and capitalize on his value. And then we also have Hunter Brown, and we have him in AAA because last year, solid, respectable, 4 or 5 in the rotation. But this year he was just doing awful, and AAA in 8 games hasn't been doing any better. So I don't know what we're going to do with him. Right now we have Cole Winn. He started a few games for us, about 8 games. But since becoming a starter, his ERA has gone up about 1 full point. So it's a little room for concern, but nothing too worrying. Okay. Manoa with a good start. Okay, let's see how he played. 6 and 2/3 with 2. That's good, bro. That's great. James Wood goes deep twice. Larnick gets hit by a ball twice. So we're up to the draft. 2 games under positive. Taking a look. Our bullpen's insane for the most part, which is why our team average for ERA is so low. Like, it's just the starting rotation, man. He's playing better. He's down to, he's below 5. Josiah Gray is like forgot how to pitch this year. And JP Sears just, he holds it down, man. He holds it down. That's all I ask from him. Oh yeah, I forgot to change it to that. Man, 23 games, he's really struggling. But his on base is good. Miguel Vargas continues to be great in this leadoff spot. With that discipline at 81, it really helps. Is his potential just like 80 or 81 or something? It has to be. But he's still playing solid, so I respect it. Kobe Mayo, almost at 20 home runs. Slugging almost 500, just under the 800 OPS. 6 to plate vision, love that. Stays playing great. Yeah, like I said earlier, as long as he can stay healthy, he's going to continue to be great. Yes, baseball is my favorite sport. It's not even close. Wood been up and down throughout the year so far. 14 home runs, 47 RBIs. Just need him to calm down on the strikeouts and draw a bit more walks, man. Luckily, he has really good defense, too. But if he can keep getting +4s and discipline and stuff, I'm not really concerned. Trevor Larnick, trash. Donovan, good on base. Alright on base, I mean. Torkelson, trash. Luis is playing better. At one point, the dude was batting below 200, so he's playing a lot better than what he was. Frelick, his stats are starting to pick back up. Brady House, ooh, negatives, don't like that. Tommy, who this was our first overall pick last year, we the 12th overall pick. We selected Tommy right here, and he could come up to the majors at any point. The only unrealistic part is kind of moving him to first base just because he's 5'7". The only 5'7" first baseman I can think of is fucking the Seattle Mariners first baseman. Trey Lipscomb. I don't know much about him in real life. I know more about him in this game than anything. I know based on his stats and how a lot of people have him rated, I would guess he seems like more of a contact player. But I haven't seen his stats in real life, so I'm not sure exactly what kind of player he is. I never heard of him before this year, so he kind of came out of nowhere. I don't want 3 lefties in the bullpen. That sounds like a terrible idea. Let's see who's on the Garrett Crochet, Jazz Chisholm, David Fry. There's really no one on the trade block that's piquing my interest too much. Yeah. No one, I'm not seeing anyone where I'm like, oh my god, I need them. Oh, he's had some good progression. Having a solid year. Who do I think's gonna win the World Series? Man, it's so unpredictable. Like, it's so unpredictable because even the best team in the league all year long can lose the World Series, and then a terrible team can win it. You know, look at the 2001 Seattle Mariners, who won, what was it, like 113 games or something like that. I'm hoping, I'll put it like this, I'm hoping the Orioles win. Because I know the Diamondbacks aren't making it. I know the Texas Rangers aren't making it. The Cardinals could make it as a wild card. If they do, though, they're going to get eliminated first round. Yeah, Shohei's the GOAT. Like, for sure. The dude... First off, the dude's got the biggest like contract in Major League history. The dude makes more than Patrick Mahone. Yeah, let's get into the draft. And he's gonna go down as one of the best baseball players, if not the best baseball player of all time. If we were talking about who he is as a pitcher and hitter individually, he probably wouldn't be the best hitter of all time or best pitcher of all time. But the fact that he does both at the same time makes him one of the best players of all time. You know what I mean? I was really sad when I saw him go to the Dodgers, though. I hated that. Paul Skeens, man, the Pirates. Ah, man, they're up and down. They started the year last year off real hot, and they're not too far under 500 this year, I don't think. Come on, can that third baseman still, I think the third baseman's still on the board. Yes. Ooh, the risk is real because he could have a 70, like a 79 potential. Look, do I think he'll get traded? No. But if he did get traded, will I be surprised? No. Because they traded Glasnow away when he still had so much team control, and they traded who's it, Sean Baez. They traded they're awful, specifically when it comes to the pitching. With their pitchers, they love to trade those motherfuckers away. I don't get it, but you know, to each their own, I guess. No one for us. Christian Walker. Man, I'm not sure who I think they'll get, to be honest. I'd have to take a look at the teams individually to be like, I think this would be a good fit. But if they're at 500, like, they don't even have to be over 500. If they're at 500, they're gonna buy. They're aggressive like that. Like, that's who the Astros are. Jojo Ramon. Fuck yeah. Was he our only fucking all-star? Yeah. Oh yeah, Juan Soto went to the Mariners in here. And then Reynolds got traded to the Cardinals. So there's that. Thank you for answering all my questions. We'll try to watch your stream tomorrow. Man, you don't have to, but if you do, I'm always down to talk, man. And it doesn't even have to be baseball. We can talk about anything. I can talk about baseball, but, you know, if you want to talk about anything, man, I'm always down to talk about whatever. It don't matter to me. Dang, these motherfuckers being greedy, huh? There we go. Greedy. Greedy, bro. They're being greedy, bro. Being greedy. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we are 3 games over 500. So, like I said, I think we gotta... If we get the right trade, we'll consider trading some people away. But if we don't get the right trade, we're not gonna force anyone out the door or anything like that. We're not in that stage where we need to trade players. I think we'll more be looking for people offensively. Just got so many players struggling right now. You hate to see it. Let's see how he's playing. Triple A's playing really, really good, so hopefully he can get some shit together. Maybe he'll be able to help us. Oh, I want to call Tommy up so bad. I can't wait to call this dude up. He's going to be crazy. Because James Wood can play any outfield position. He's fast enough and his defense is good enough. And Sal Frelick can move to the infield or play outfield. And Dylan Cruz, man, he can play anywhere in the outfield too. Plus we have DH. So, well, I've even considered moving Stone Garrett to first, but I'm not sure. We got Torkelson, then we do got Nelson Chin, who was part of our first year draft, but he's still a few years off. 0 to 15, bro. 0 to 15. Manoa. Of course, it was Manoa. Then Junis didn't do anything. Suarez didn't help. Even Casgrove let up a run. Gross. 1 to 5. White Sox offer us a trade. Why would I want Tommy Pham? I don't want Andrew Heaney. Don't want John King. Don't need him. Don't want him. 12 nothing. Josiah Gray. Oh my god, bro. Gonsolin wouldn't be a terrible pickup if he didn't have C potential. If he didn't have C potential, I'd consider it. Still struggling in AAA, man. Maybe we give Rocker an opportunity. He's playing really good in AAA. Could give him a crack at the rotation. Moved Winn back into the bullpen since his ERA has been going up a little bit and sent Alcara down. Yeah, let's do that. He'll be able to play his Major League debut. Be against the Cardinals. That's hot. It's hot. I don't think I've gotten to play them yet. See if anyone new got added to the trade block. I don't think so. So the question is, what is the main thing we want to focus on? What do we want to get? Don't need a third baseman. Don't need a left fielder. Don't need a center fielder. Don't need a catcher. We don't need a second baseman. We could use a shortstop. We could use a first baseman. We can always move Vargas to first. He's tall enough and he doesn't have the best arm, and his fielding and reaction will get the job done. We could use a right fielder, but at the same time I have a lot of right fielders that I don't want to block off. Pitching, we could use a starter. And the bullpen's pretty much fine other than our long reliever. Just got 36 saves already. Probably, yeah, leading for, that's what I figured he was. So, what do we want to go after? Maybe a shortstop. See if there's any shortstops that interest us. I think we've looked before and we haven't found any that interest us and would be realistic at the same time. I threw them on waivers. That's crazy. I would love to get Bobby Witt. That'd be great. Pena. Dude can't draw a walk either. Zach Neto, I'm good. Like, there's no one that I could get that wouldn't block Brady House. I don't want to block Brady House. I want to get someone to hold it down, but I don't want to block Brady House. Brian Rocchio. Madison would be fun, but that would be super unrealistic. Maybe we should have did that trade for Zimmerman. What if we look at players, go to player search, start doing this. I don't want that contract. You go Horner? Probably won a lot though. Yeah, we could always move Donovan to short. That's true. Jose Miranda, he's having a great year, man, but the dude can't field for shit. Bregman. Spencer Steer would be great, but super unrealistic. Austin Martin, oh, he's playing way too good. They wouldn't trade him, especially since they're leading their division right now. Hard stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to take a look at contract extensions. Do that. Not bad. Could end up extending him, possibly. I don't know, we might release him in the off season. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be extending anyone. Well, that's going to end it here. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, you know, and make sure you come back for the next one so you can see if our draft picks came out as good as they looked. Because, man, when I tell you they looked good, they looked good. So I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.